Are you looking for some affordable but not garbage upgrades that'll take your shooting skills to the next level? If so, then you've come to the right place. Let's go ahead and break down my AR setup and the prices of the bling that we've got slapped on it. So starting off, the gun itself is a good old Smith & Wesson M&P Sport 2. Yes, the infamous, almost an icon of a budget-friendly rifle out of the box. I bought this sucker new bone stock back during 2020, but just a year prior I had one just like it, but I ended up getting rid of it due to some things that I was going through at the time. I took off the traditional A2 front sight, swapped out the handguard and the grip, and added some other cool trinkets that we'll talk about here shortly. Back when I bought this out the door, it was right around $650, but now thanks to inflation and other political nonsense, you're looking right around $839. Thanks, Joe Biden. Now, I was doing some research on Smith & Wesson's website, and it did unfortunately look like that this gun is discontinued, which is very unfortunate because of how good of a gun it is. However, for the same price range, you may be able to get something just as good as this one here. Now with the Sport 2, you've got some mil-spec upgrades that the Sport 1 didn't have. We've got a fully functioning forward assist and something with the dust cover I can't really remember. And also, this is a 5.56 barrel gun, which is something that you will want. And for those that don't know, with a 5.56 barrel, you can shoot both 5.56 and 2.23. However, with the 2.23 barrel, you can't shoot 5.56 because of the pressure differences. I mean, well, you can, but if you do, you might want to bring a face shield and probably have an ambulance on slow roll just in case the gun decides to blow up. Safety first, guys. And by the way, if this is our first time meeting, my name is Parker. Welcome to Range Rulerz. Here I'll help activate first time gunners to get out and train with their firearms, grow their skills, and rule the range. If you're just getting started with their training, head on over to rangerulers.com to download your free range day checklist. Link will be in the description below. And I'll also have links in the description below for some of the products that you'll be seeing in this video. Alright, now back to the video. So starting off at the rear of the gun, we just got a traditional AR buttstock, nothing fancy. And then I have a BCM gunfighter grip, which currently I think they're running about $25. I used to have this Magpul grip that it was kind of at a sharp angle, so whenever I went for my reloads, I kind of found myself torquing my wrist. So with this bad boy, no more of that. And next up, I have the Trex arm sling, and with the hooks and everything, they're looking right about $68. And this fella's pretty slick. As you can see, I've got it rigged up with these tie-down bands that comes with the sling. It's fully adjustable with this little flap here. It just makes life so much more enjoyable that I may actually start growing my hair back. I'm just kidding, I just shaved my head. So if you're looking for a good sling, I definitely recommend grabbing this bad boy because it's definitely worth the extra coin. The next few things, we're going to go over them a bit more quickly. I've got an aftermarket Stingr Handguard, which is now about $155. I have the Vortex Spark AR Red Dot, which currently is about $158 on Amazon. Then we have the BCM Angled Foregrip, which is currently sitting at about $19. Oh, and also I've got the front and rear Magpul flip-up sights, which both are about $100, but they're definitely worth it. Then I've got this awesome Streamlight HLX, which with the pressure pad, you're looking at about $124. Then the last few things, I've got this bad lever, this sling mount for the rail, and this buffer tube sling mount, and then altogether you're looking at about another $100. And now that's just a quick overview of my budget AR build. After taxes, you're looking right around $1,800. And now for today's world, an $1,800 fully built gun is pretty decent, especially when you compare that to maybe a BCM or a Daniel Defense. Out of the box can run you probably over $2,000. If you're working with a super tight budget and you just need to get started with a simple range gun, just get the rifle and the optic. That's really all you would need at first, which will cost about $1,100. Of course, you can get something that's less expensive. Again, that just comes back to what kind of budget that you're working with. And all these other trinkets, yes, they're cool and yes, they're nice to have, but you definitely don't need them just getting started. So even if you're working with a smaller budget, you can definitely put a nice build together for a good price. So I hope this brought you some clarity and inspiration. Also, don't forget to head on over to rangerulers.com to pick up your free range day checklist. If you're getting started with your own AR build and you're not quite sure how and where to place your optic, well, you can learn that by watching that video here.